Once upon a time, in a peaceful Zen monastery nestled in the mountains, lived a wise Zen master. People from all walks of life came to seek his guidance and wisdom. One day, a young disciple approached the master, troubled by the villagers' trolls who constantly mocked and ridiculed his efforts to spread positivity. The disciple bowed respectfully and said, "Master, I am trying to share kindness and wisdom, but there are people who constantly troll me, leaving hurtful comments. How can I deal with these trolls?" The Zen master smiled and led the disciple to a quiet room. He placed a mirror in front of the disciple and said, "Look into this mirror. What do you see?" "I see my reflection," the disciple replied. The master nodded and continued, "Imagine that the mirror is the online world, and the reflections are the trolls. Just as you cannot control the reflections in the mirror, you cannot control the trolls. They are simply reflections of their own inner turmoil." The disciple looked puzzled and asked, "But how can I stop their hurtful words from affecting me?" The master then brought a cup of clear water and a spoonful of salt. He added the salt to the water and stirred it. "Taste this," he instructed the disciple. The disciple tasted the water and grimaced, "It is very salty." The master then led the disciple to a serene pond outside the monastery. He took a handful of salt and scattered it into the pond. "Now, taste the water from the pond," he said. The disciple took a sip and smiled, "It is fresh and clean." The master explained, "The trolls' hurtful words are like the salt. When your mind is like a small cup, their negativity can overwhelm you. But when your mind is expansive like the pond, their words lose their power." The disciple bowed in understanding. "Thank you, Master. I will work on expanding my mind and not letting the trolls affect me." The master placed a reassuring hand on the disciple's shoulder and said, "Remember, just as the lotus rises above the muddy waters, you too can rise above the negativity. Focus on your purpose and stay true to yourself. The trolls cannot harm you if you do not let them." With newfound wisdom and peace, the disciple continued to share kindness and wisdom online, unaffected by the trolls. He learned that true strength and serenity come from within, and no external negativity could dim his inner light.